when you analyze upside down's behavior, this behavior generates you. So we read from left to right and he reads from right to left. We write from left to right and he writes from right to left. So his behavior, upside down's behavior, generates you. Why? His disorderly manner. His disorderly manner generates you. But we know one thing. What is it? Reading from right to left, writing from right to left can be seen among some individuals. This behavior, reading from right to left and writing from right to left can be seen among some individuals because they have a kind of a mental disorder, right? So this is a mental disorder. This is a mental disorder. So we don't know whether upside down really behaves like this just to have the attraction, attention or whatever it is, or else he may be suffering from a mental disorder. Right? So what one can say that he may be suffering from a if so, if he is suffering from a mental disorder, should we laugh at him or should we sympathize? We have to sympathize. So there are, in the world, there are some people, the serious message that you can understand in this poem is that there are some people, rather than we laugh at them, we have to sympathize them. Right? So we should not laugh at them now. For example, those who present political opinions to the primary school children, or those who present their political opinion in front of primary school children, should be sympathized. Right? Those who say that okay, now now every problem is solved, of course we have to sympathize with. Right? So similarly, he may be suffering from a mental disorder. Right? So we have to sympathize him rather than humiliating him, rather than laughing at him. We should sympathize right now. He read his letters backwards. All his life he was afraid to cross a page. He was afraid to cross a page. Unless he would always wait, unless water was too deep or embankment was too, he would always wait. Right? This is a kind of a phobia, right? So he can't cross a bridge. අපි දන්නවා there is a very famous saying, a Pandit can't cross the viaduct. A Pandit can't cross or walk along a viaduct. It's a very famous saying. So this reminds us a person like an educated person. He was afraid to cross a bridge. When the writer says he was afraid to cross a bridge, I get the feeling of a very educated person who does not have the practical common sense. Right? He would always wait. Right? So this gives me the idea of a person who does not have the practical common sense. He does not have the practical common sense. And on the other hand, this is a kind of a phobia. So there are people, those who cannot go on stage and deliver a speech. There are people, those who can sing very nicely. But if they are given a mic, they can't sing. Mic phobia, stage phobia. Right? Likewise, there are exam phobia. They are very good students. They write so well. Right? They give nice answers. But at the examination, they got low marks. Exam phobia. So this is a kind of a phobia. You can't cross a bridge. If he is suffering from a phobia, he should be sympathized. We can laugh at him because he does not have the practical common sense. On the other hand, we have to sympathize him if he is suffering from this phobia. Right? In the world, there are people, those who have absurd behavior. Right? And we laugh at them. Right? And sometimes their absurd behavior, their absurdity is due to some disorder. Maybe a mental disorder or a physical disorder or whatever. So in such a case, we have to sympathize. We can laugh at them, at the same time we have to sympathize them. That's right. Right. Next answer. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. He went into a restaurant and the waiter said, "What do you want?" He said, "I would like a pair of socks with clocks on them in a box." So if he goes to a petrol shed, he will ask for a bag of cement. If he goes to the butcher, he will ask for some potatoes. If he goes to a pastry shop, he will ask for a liter of petrol. So the fifth stanza. It displays his absurd behavior. Why? He he asks things which are not available. He has no common sense. So when it comes to this, when it comes to the fifth stanza, we notice that he has a very absurd behavior. His request is very impractical, does not have the common sense. So now he may be a person who's doing all these things just to get the attention. So in the fifth stanza, he behaves like this, looking for attention. This is what we understand when you read the fifth stanza. Right. Right. The next stanza. The circus came to town one day. Of course, he went without delay, and everyone said upside down was funnier than the circus. Right. The sixth stanza. Circus came to town one day. Now, what did Upside Down do? Upside Down was the first to be there. He was the first to get the ticket to be seated to see the circus. You know, there are clowns in the circus, and the people who came into the circus said Upside Down is funnier than the circus. So here, it's very interesting. One clown goes to see another clown. This is very humorous. One clown upside down, he himself is a clown. So he goes to see another clown. It's humorous. One clown upside down goes to see another clown. It's humorous. Right? Everyone said, upside down was funnier than the circus clown. Right? So upside down, he gets the attention, attraction of the people. So he gets the attraction like a what you call like a metal is attracted by the magnet. So he gets the attraction of the people. So people start laughing at him. People start enjoying his behavior. So everyone said upside down was funnier than the circus clown. So his behavior generates humor. Upside down's humorous behavior or upside down's behavior generates a lot of Q. Write it down. Right. Just yesterday, the postman wrote a letter for him from his aunt. Aunt has written a letter. Shall I read it? Perhaps I ought. Perhaps right. A letter. Why do we write letters? Why? We write a letter to communicate a message. A letter is written. A letter is to be read. You write a letter with the expectation that the other one reads it. We write for the others to read. They write for us to read. So the letters are meant to be reading. You write for the others to read. They write for us to read. So a letter is meant to be read by another person. Is it clear? Yes. When Upside Down got the letter, he was wondering whether to read it or not. Generally, letters are meant to be read. Upside Down was wondering, shall I read? Perhaps, shall I? I ought to. Right? So, letters are written for the people to read. So, but he is hesitating. So, behavior generates humor. At the same time, shall I read? Perhaps I ought to. Perhaps I shall. Perhaps I can't. Perhaps I ought to. Perhaps I can't. His behavior generates humor, right? At the same time, this is a person who does not understand the fact that a letter should be read. Right? On the other hand, so this grows sympathy. This grows sympathy of the reader. At the same time, it generates humor and also it generates sympathy of the reader as well. Right.